Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama.
Rama Rama.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Today we are very extremely fortunate today to have with us His Grace Deenabandhu Prabhu.
Hare Bol.
His Grace Deenabandhu Prabhu was born in Los Angeles, California, in USA. He joined Krishna Consciousness Movement in Boulder, Colorado in 1969. He met Srila Prabhupada in 1970 in Los Angeles, where he got initiated. Prabhuji opened first temple in Dallas, Texas. Prabhuji was the president of Portland Temple from 1972 to 1978. In 1980, Prabhuji moved to Colombia and he preached in Spanish. 1984, Prabhuji moved to Vrindavan. 1986, Prabhuji was appointed as the president of ISKCON Sri Krishna Balaram Temple. For 3 years and 3 months he served. Then in 1988, Baba Madhav Das approached Prabhuji to take over the restoration project of Vrindavan. As you have been to Vrindavan, there's Vrindavan temple. So that temple was renovated and made very nicely by Deenabandhu Prabhu. Prabhuji started taking people out on parikrama since he was president. In 2003, a beautiful carved stone temple of Srimati Vrinda Devi was inaugurated in Vrindavan, which Deenabandhu Prabhu maintained for 30 years. Among various other significant projects in Vrindavan, Deenabandhu Prabhu has helped in restoring Samadhi Mandir of the great saint Srila Sanatana Goswami. He also been an active supporter to restore the sacred river Yamuna in Vrindavan. Whoever comes across, he humbly invites them to come to Vrindavan and have darshan of all the holy places. So we express our gratitude to His Grace Deenabandhu Prabhu for coming here, blessing all of us with Krishna Katha, nectarian Krishna Katha, by one time chanting Hare Krishna mantra.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare.
Sundara Lala Sachidulala Nachat Sri Hari Kirtana Mein Bolo Sundara Lala Sachidulala Nachat Sri Hari Kirtana Mein Balle Chandana Tilaka Manohara Alaka Shobhe Kapolana Me Balle Chandana Tilaka Manohara Alaka Shobhe Kapolana Me Bolo Sundara Lala Sachidulala Nachat Sri Hari Kirtana Me Darshani Rale Vanapula Mala Iya Pardole Shire Juda Darshani Rale Vanapula Mala Iya Pardole Pahirna Pita Patambara Shobe Nupura Runu Junu Charanana Me Pahirna Pita Patambara Shobe Nupura Runu Junu Charanana Kela Sundara Lala Sachidulala Nachat Sri Hari Kirtana Mein Krishna ek chandu hai Tiruvana maje bansi bajave विश्वरूप की प्रभु जी साहे आवत प्रकट नरिय में मौला सुंदर लाला नारद श्री हरि कीर्तन में गायत है राधा कृष्ण नाम कोई गायत है हरि गुण गान मृदंग ताल मधुर रसाला बजाता है कोई रंगन में बोलो सुंदर राधा सविता नारद श्री हरि कीर्तन में बोलो सुंदर राधा सविता नारद श्री हरि कीर्तन में बोलो नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में बोलो नाचत श्री हरि कीर्तन में बोलो श्री सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि बोल सुंदर लाला सची दुलाला Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. So 500 years ago when Lord Chaitanya appeared, he was very, very beautiful, Sundar. What do you say in Telugu? Sundar? Same thing, Sundaram, huh? But he was not he was not Sham Sundar, he was Gaur Sundar. I gave it away, huh? Sundara Lala. In Braj, when we went to call a little boy, then we say, oh Lala, come here Lala, Aja Lala. So he was a very beautiful boy. And whose boy was he? Sachi Mata. So we call him Sachi Nandan or Sachi Dulala. Sundara Lala, Sachi Dulala. Nachata. Now we all know Lord Shiva, he's known as Nataraj. The king of dance. But this is Sanskrit, very harsh, nata. But our Brijvasa language is very sweet, soft language. So we say nachata. He's dancing. And where he's dancing? In the Ashok Hotel. In the disco dance club. Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan mein. In Hindi, instead of having prepositions, we have postpositions. So we say, he's dancing Sri Hari Kirtan in. Nachata Sri Hari Kirtan me. Because in this dark age of Kali, this is the recommended process, chanting very loudly and enthusiastically. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So last week in Tirupati, we were remembering a very wonderful pastime. Because when you go from Bhaktivedanta Swami Marg and turn on the Delhi highway and go back toward Delhi, then after about 30, 35 kilometers comes a village called Kosi. And Kosi comes from Ka Asi. Who's there? Ka Asi. But by Sandhi, in Sanskrit, it becomes Kosi. Huh? So one time, Krishna was passing through in the night, and he threw little stones at Radharani's window. And he made funny sounds. Just like we were in Tirupati. So I thought, oh, we went up to Tirumala, we were seeing all the holy places there. So everybody went, I was hearing these birds, tweet, 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 tweet. Then there's just these guys going, tweet, 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 tweet. Some little thing, they fill it with water, and tweet, tweet, tweet. So he was making funny sound and throwing stones. So Radharani came to the window, and she said, Kosi, who's there? And Krishna said, it's me, Hari. Now we know Hari also means lion, isn't it? We sing Jayanara Hari, Nar, man, and Hari, lion. And she said, oh, Mr. Lion, we're very much afraid of you. We don't want to see you. You please go away. Go some other place. No, it's me. Kosi, who's there? It's me, Sri Hari. Now, Sri Hari also means monkey. And Radharani said, monkey? We don't want any monkeys around here. You're always stealing everything, and we put our cloth to dry, and you tear it, and you do so much mischief. Now it's late at night. You go home and sleep with all your monkey friends. Don't come here. No, it's me. Kosi, who's there? He said, Chakri. Now, Chakri means who has a chakra. Now, before they invented all these plastic cups to pollute the whole of Braj, Bharat, we used to make little cups out of clay, right? Cooler. Have you ever seen how they made? There's a guy, he has a chakra, big, heavy chakra like this. And he puts a lump of clay there, and he spins it, and they make clay pots, and all kinds of things with a chakra. So he's also called Chakri. And Radharani said, Arey, there's no wedding in our village. Because whenever there's a wedding, now a new chapter of life is starting, so we have to cook everything in new pots. So they call the chakri to make all the new pots. He said, no wedding going in our village. You won't get any employment here. Better you go to some other village. Don't come here. We have no business for you. And Krishna said, no, it's me. Kosi, who's there? It's me, Madhav. Madhav? The second month of springtime, Vasant, is called Madhav. Radharani said, now it's the dead of winter. How can springtime come in winter? We don't know who you are. You please go away. We don't want to see you. No, it's me, Madhusudan. Now we know Krishna's another name is Madhusudan. Madhusudan also means a bumblebee. Oh, Mr. Bumblebee, you've come to sting us with your stinger. No, you please don't come here. You please go away some other place. We don't want to see you. No, it's me. Kosi, who's there? He said, Shyam Sundar. Black cloud. Now all the mothers are heating up the milk to put their babies to rest. If you rain now, the fires will go out, the kids won't get their milk, they'll cry all night and disturb everyone. You please go to some agricultural field or somewhere else. Don't come here. No, it's me. Kosi, who's there? It's me, Krishna. Black snake, you come to bite us with your fangs. No, we're very much afraid of you. We don't want to see you. You please go somewhere else. In this way, whatever name Krishna gives, Radharani cuts it up into pieces and makes fun. In this way, the divine couple are enjoying their daily pastimes. Shri Sri Radha Krishna ki jai. So this interesting little village became known as Kosi. They also say that this is the Koskar, the treasury house of Nanda Maharaj, Kosi. And we all remember Kosi from Prabhupada's Leela, is it? One time, he was doing some business in Agra, and Bhaktisiddhanta was doing Brajmandal Prikrama in Vrindavan. And they were camped at Kosi, so Prabhupada came to Kosi. And not far from Kosi, is a very interesting place called Sheshai. Very amazing deity is there, Sheshai Vishnu. So they announced that one Prikrama party is going to Sheshai to take darshan, and also that evening, Bhaktisiddhanta is going to be giving some lecture. And we read in Leelamri Prabhupada, I can see deity anytime, but not all the time I get to hear lecture from my Guru Maharaj. So he stayed and listened to the lecture. And we know that when Prabhupada was initiated, Bhaktisiddhanta says, yes, I have noted him. I have marked him. He likes to hear. Just like our friend Amogli this morning is telling all about hearing, the importance of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Said he likes to hear. But anyway, in Kartik just now, we took our Prikrama party as representatives. Since Prabhupada didn't go, we went as Prabhupada's representatives to that place. And there's a very simple, it's completely on the edge of Braj. It's actually in Haryana. You leave UP and you enter into Haryana, and you just go and go, and the tiny little villages there, but big temple complexes there. And this huge deity of Sheshai Vishnu. And you see Lord Vishnu lying down, sleeping, and Anantashesh is there with all the coils, and his hood's hanging over like this, and then Lord Brahma coming from his navel, and we see all the demigods and all the rishis and munis, and then we see Lakshmiji massaging Krishna's feet. So what happened was one time during Ras Leela with the gopis, Krishna was always telling the gopis that he's the same Vishnu like that. And they said, then show us. So Krishna manifested this beautiful form of Sheshai. And Radharani was so excited, she jumped into the scene and began to massage them. She took the part of Lakshmi, began to massage Krishna's lotus feet. So huge, big, very large deity is there. But during the Mughal times, this deity was hidden. There's a big lake in front of that temple called Shir Sagar. And deity was hidden in that lake, and nobody knew where it was. Somewhere in UP, there was some pilgrim. He decided he was going to go to Jagannath Puri doing Dandavat Prikrama. Sometimes we see people doing Dandavat Prikrama of Radhakund, sometimes whole Govardhan, sometimes Vrindavan. But can you imagine going all the way from UP, somewhere in UP, all the way to Jagannath Puri by Dandavats? But he made this vow. So he was doing that, and he came in the evening. One evening he came to Sheshai. In the night, he got dream. Lord said, I'm staying here in the lake. You please get me. When you go to take your bath in the morning, you'll feel some stone. Then you call all the villagers and get me out of the lake. So he went down in the morning to take his bath in Shirsagar. He touched, there was some stone there. He called all the villagers, and they pulled out this incredible deity of Sheshayi. And it was a big temple, beautiful, the darshan mandap, very beautiful, so many incredible paintings of Nandagam, Barsana, Govardhan, Mathura, so many beautiful, colorful paintings there. Huge deity is there. And on one side they have the deity of Radha Krishna, and on the other side, because he was going to Jagannath Puri, so they also established little Jagannath deities are there. So this is a very special place called Sheshayi. And Mahaprabhu also visited there. When Mahaprabhu came, and he saw that wonderful deity of Sheshayi, he began to chant that wonderful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam about how the gopis were worried because Lakshmi there is massaging Krishna's feet, but she's worried that maybe her massaging is too hard because Krishna's lotus feet are so soft. So he quoted that, he sang that verse over and over again in front of the deity, how Krishna's feet are so soft that even the gopis are afraid that even by touching them, they may hurt Krishna's lotus feet. So this is a very special place. And we had a friend there, he was 96 years old. But just before, well actually in Purushottam Mas, we went there to check out this place for doing Prikrama in Kartik. And what was his name? Anyways, he was 96 years old. He was very nice. He sometimes used to come to Vrindavan and see me. So we met him, and then when we went there in Kartik, we met he had a 70-year-old son. And we met his 70-year-old son. He said, no, right in Purushottam Mas. He left. He said, he told me, Beta, I'm going. You call some Brahman to recite Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm not staying any longer. And 2 days, they spoke Srimad Bhagavatam, and he went back to home, back to Godhead. So we were unable to see him. But his son made nice arrangement, made nice rotis for us. You know roti, you know chapati, which you make like this. Anybody here from Gujarat? You don't have any Gujaratis here, huh? Because they make those chapatis just thin as a piece of paper. But in Braj, we don't use this machine. Like this. Nice and thick, with homemade ghee melting on top. And all the babas go in the morning, Radhisham Madhukari, Radhisham Madhukari, Hari Bol Roti Do, Hari Bol. And they get nice Brijbazi rotis. Sometimes when we go to Java is one of the best places. And I have one time collected 150 rotis. We were walking to Tirkadam. So we had the temple is on top of the hill, and we walked down the path, all the way down through the village. By the end of the village, we had 150 rotis, and we gave Madhukuri, and all the Brijbasis were coming and bringing chach. You know chach? In Braj, instead of scraping the cream, we take the whole milk, turn it into yogurt, and then we turn that yogurt, I can't do it anymore. Mouth is funny. Turn it into butter. What's left over, that is the real buttermilk. Chach. And everybody in Braj, when you go on the train, they sell the little packet. In Braj, they give it away free. Everybody take as much chach as you want. So we get nice rotis and chach and some sag and some nice kheer. Oh, Brijbasi kheer. Sometimes we go to our life member's house and they serve us prasadam, and they have kheer, looks like rice is swimming in the milk, But Brijbasi kheer is so thick, you don't even need a katora. They just put it right on the patal. Oh. So he arranged nice rotis and chaat for all of the devotees. So, actually, tomorrow's Ekadasi, is it? We'll tell our favorite Ekadasi pastime. How many people have ever been to Bahulavan? Really? Hardly anybody ever goes to Bahulavan. Because in Braj we have 12 main forests. On the eastern bank of Jamuna, we have Bhadravan, Bailvan, Bhadravan, Bandiran, Bailvan or Srivan for Lakshmiji, and then Lohavan and Gokul Mahavan. One forest has two names, Gokul or Mahavan. Mm-hmm. Or in Bhagavatam it says Brihadvan, but Brihad and Maha, same thing. Mm-hmm. And on the western bank of Jamuna, then we have Madhuvan, Talavan, Kamudvan, Bahulavan, the biggest one, Vrindavan, then all one so far west it's in Rajasthan, Kamyavan, and then one tiny little forest called Kadiravan. 7 and 5, 12. So one of those 12 main forests is called Bahulavan. And we don't often go there, although it's probably the closest forest to our temple. Mm-hmm. So, to tell that pastime, first we're going to have to go all the way up to the Swargaloka. Mm-hmm. One time in Swargaloka, there was a performance going on by two Gandharvas. And their names were Hu and Ha. No, it's in Shastra, Hu and Ha. So they were doing some performance for all the Devi Devatas. At that time, Parasar Rishi and Nard Muni appeared on the scene. So immediately all the demigods, Devi Devata, they all stood up and folded their hands and greeted Parasar Rishi and Nard Muni. Except for Hu and Ha. And Parasar Rishi, he became very angry. Are, you don't know how to show respect to sadhu? What are you doing here in Swarg? You're just like an animal. You should become an animal on the earth. And Hu and Ha said, wait a minute. You're Trikalagya, you can see past, present, and future. You sit in dhyan, and you see, if we were busy doing our performance, so within our hearts, we played our sastang pranams. You go back in time and see. So he sat down in dhyan, and then he saw that within their hearts they were performing sastang pranam. He said, well, now I've spoken the curse, I can't take it back, so I will also go to the earth. This Nard Muni, he didn't stop me from cursing you, he will also go. And this earth, she was a witness, she will also go. So, that Ha, he became a lion. And the earth, she became a cow named Bahula. And Nard Muni became the calf, and Parasar Rishi became the cowherd boy. So this forest got named after that cow, Bahula, Bahulavan. So one time, Bahula, she was very, very, very big and pregnant. And Ekadasi came. And she decided to do Nirjal. Now, generally, we don't recommend this for the pregnant ladies that they do Nirjal, but anyway, she decided to do Nirjal. So whole day and whole night she was fasting, not even a drop of water. Next morning, on Dwadasi morning, she gave birth to her calf. So now, whole day and night, not a drop of water. Now she just went through the trauma of childbirth. She was so thirsty. Without even giving milk to her calf, she ran off to look for water. Because that first milk that the cows give, that in English, I don't know what you call it in Hindi or Telugu, but in English it's called cholesterol. It's filled with all vitamins and minerals and probiotics. We make antibiotics against life, but nature makes probiotics for the life. And even the commercial dairies, as much as they want to scrape out every penny they can, every paisa they can make, they know they can't sell this milk for human consumption, only meant for the calf. So she went looking for water. Now, if you watch the Discovery Channel, you know, where do all the predators hide? By the water hole. Because some poor deer or some simple animal will come to drink water, and then a lion or tiger or whatever, leopard would jump out and pounce on the animal. So she was drinking water, so all of a sudden this huge lion jumped out. And she bowed before that lion and said, look, I promise, cross my heart, hope to die, sach bolro and jhoot nahi bolro, I'll come back. You just let me go feed my first milk to my calf, then I'll come back and you can eat me, I promise. Now, although we know lions are very, very ferocious, somehow we have this feeling that they're very, very noble. Every time we see Prabhupada Vyasa, two lions are there, that's noble. So he said, all right, you go feed your calf. Meanwhile, you better make it quick. Meanwhile, I'll do my Facebook, you know. So she went back and she was feeding milk to her calf. And she was crying. And calf said, Mata, Mata, why are you crying, Mata? And she explained everything to him. And the calf said, no, no, how can I see my mother die? You have given me life. Now I will go, let the lion eat me. He said, no, no, I've already lived my whole life. You have your whole life in front of you. I will go. No, no, I can't see my mata die in front of me. I will go, you stay here. And they began to argue like this. Then the cowherd boy came. He saw cow and calf was arguing. When he understood the argument, he said, no, no, you have given me milk my whole life. How can you die? I will go. He said, no, you have fed me grass and treated me so nicely my whole life. I will go. Let the lion eat. No, no, let the lion eat me. We see in previous ages, people had such character. Now, if there's some big problem, and I can figure out how to get out of it, yeah, I'll see you later. In America, we have one sadhu named Murphy. And Murphy says that to err is human, but to blame it on somebody else is more human. So then all three went to the lion. So the lion is there. He looked up. Now three have come in place of one. And everybody said, no, no, eat me. No, no, leave him, eat me. No, 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 leave him, eat me. Then all of a sudden, Krishna appeared on the scene. And he played on his flute. As soon as he played on his flute, everyone understood their original identity. That cowherd boy was Parsa Rishi. The calf was Narad Muni. The cow was Bahula, and the lion was Haha. So when you go there to Bahulavan, on the opposite side of the big kund is there. It used to be just a mud hole filled with buffaloes and very dirty and everything. Now the government has made nice stone walls all around. And it's nice and clean water, and there's some steps. There's a ghat on the other side. You go around to the ghat, and then down on the ghat, there's this big marble plaque. And you can see Krishna playing his flute, and the lion is there, and the cow is there, and the calf is there, and the boy is there. You get this nice darshan. So then everybody asks, what happened to Huhu? That was Haha, what happened to Huhu? I think it must be 9th canto, all about the Gajendra Moksha. In the purport, Prabhupada explains that there was a Gandharva named Huhu. He got cursed to become that crocodile. So who was that crocodile in Gajendra Moksha Leela? So this is this nice place, Bahulavan. Then not far from Bahulavan, there's a very interesting place called Santanukund. Right on there's a highway from Mathura to Govardhan. And right on the highway there's a village called Satoha. And there's a place called Santanukund. And there's an island in the middle of a lake, a big tall island, big tall island. And all around the island is a lake. And you go way inside the village, and then there's a bridge across and a big staircase up to the top. And the pujaris there tell that actually this is the place where Maharaj Santanu performed penances and austerities in order to get Bhishma as his son. They say that he was there for, he performed austerities, the pujaris say anyway, 10,000 years. But in Dwapara people live for 1,000. Anyway, they say he did a penance for 10,000 years. And then Krishna appeared and said, what do you want? He said, I want a son like you. He said, nobody like me, I'll give you somebody close. So he got Bhishma as his son. So there's nice little temple, you're way up on top, and little Santanu Bihari is there. Very beautiful little temple, Santanu Bihari. And not far from there, you take a little road inside off the main highway to Govardhan, and there's a place called Chandra Sarovar. Also known as Parasoli, because that's also Parasar Rishi. He did his penances there, so the name of the village, because of Parasar Rishi, became known Parsoli. And there's a beautiful lake there called Chandra Sarovar. And our government has fixed it up very nice, 8 sides. And this is a big place of Vallabha Sampradaya, so you'll find all the 8 poets. They have especially in Vallabha Sampradaya 8 poets, beginning with Surdas. There we'll find Surdas's Samadhi is also nearby, his Bajrang Kutir, the beautiful Murti of Surdas sitting there, chanting and looking over this beautiful 8-sided place, and beautiful kadamba trees, and so many nice trees all around. So we know that the Sarad Ras Leela, that takes place in Vrindavan town. That's why Prabhupada explains that the forest of Vrindavan stretches from the municipality we now call Vrindavan, 24 miles up to Nandagam. It includes Barsana and Govardhan. It's a big forest. Actually, Vrindavan, Ban means forest, supposed to be forest, but now it's looking more like your Hyderabad than forest. But actually, and of course now most of it is all farmland and everything, but it used to be a big forest. But that municipality became famous as Vrindavan because that is where the Ras Leela took place in the Sarad Ritu, in the time of autumn Ras Leela, Kartik Purnima. But in the springtime, Ras Leela takes place on the side of Govardhan Hill. Basant Ras takes place on Govardhan Hill. And at that time, the moon was high in the sky, and he saw Radha and Krishna dancing so beautifully in the side of Govardhan Hill. He got stunned, and he stayed in the sky for one day of Brahma. He stayed in one place. So where the moon, Chandrama, got stunned, that became known as Chandra Sarovar. One of the very nice, beautiful, natural places left in Braj. And there's some funny stories they tell. Because nearby Chandra Sarovar, there's a place called Peta. And in Peta, there's Chaturbhuj Mandir. Because remember one time, Krishna disappeared from the Rasa dance. And the gopis were running here and there looking for him. So Krishna, he took the forearm form of Chaturbhuj Narayan form. And the gopis came and they saw Lord Narayan and they paid their obeisance. Oh Narayan, pranam. And then they stood up and said, did you see the son of Nanda Maharaj come by this way? They weren't all concerned. There was Narayan was there. They didn't care. They did, but, oh Narayan, did you see the son of Nanda Maharaj come this way? And Krishna with his forearm said, yeah, he went that way. And then it's described that Srimati Radharani came, and when she saw Lord Narayan there, then Krishna, he couldn't maintain his extra arms anymore in front of Radharani's love. He understood. So there's a beautiful ancient temple, very ancient temple of Chaturbhuj Narayan, but it's actually Krishna in the form of Narayan. And the villagers tell that, as you can see when you circumambulate the temple, there's a bump on the wall of the temple. Some anomaly is there, some unordinary, strange thing is there. They say that when it started raining, Krishna was there with all the cowherd boys and all the cowherd people, and the rain was coming. So it's quite a distance. You can see Govardhan Hill way in the distance. But there was a lot of mud and water between. So they say Krishna took all the Vrishvasis underground. So that's where that cave enters the ground. That's where the temple's got this funny thing. And you can't go in, they won't let you go inside and see, but you can see from the outside. So Krishna took everybody to the side of Govardhan. Said, don't worry, you did Govardhan Puja, so Govardhan will protect us. And he lifted Govardhan hill. And just nearby, right there's Narayan Sarovar. Then nearby there's another Kund. What is that called? Gopal Kund or something like that. I think it's called Gopal Kund. Anyway, this is another villager's tale. This is not in Srimad Bhagavatam anywhere. So, the villagers tell that Krishna told all the cowherd boys when the rain started, he said, no, I'm going to go lift Govardhan Hill. I said, you can't lift Govardhan Hill. Yeah, I can lift Govardhan. If you can lift Govardhan Hill, here's a big Kadamba tree. You twist it and show us. So Krishna, he twisted and twisted and twisted that Kadamba tree. So that now that Kadamba tree has died, but they've taken the stump out of the ground. And you can see inside the temple there, there's a Janaki Ballabh temple. And inside the temple you can see there's the trunk of a Kadamba tree all twisted around like this. So the villagers, they tell this story anyway. They also tell another story that the gopis also came there looking for Krishna, and they saw the Kadamba tree, and they asked the Kadamba tree, did you see Krishna? He said, I'm just a tree. What do I know? Well, if a tree can speak, a tree can see. You're just telling lies and twisting everything around. So the gopis twisted him all around. These are all funny stories that the villagers tell. And then at the very end of Govardhan Hill is my favorite deity on Govardhan. Because it's described that Govardhan's in the shape of a peacock, and Radhakund and Shamakund are the eyes, and the tail is at the other end. So in Hindi, tail means Poonch. So that village is known as Poonchari. And there you'll see a deity of Puncharika Lota Baba. And there's many stories about him. First of all, nowadays, when you go and go over to Prikrama, right just before you get actually to the Punchari, some unscrupulous people have made a shortcut. You just go over down sinking into the ground, so it's already sunk under the ground, so they make a shortcut there. But all the Brishvasis told me that Puncharika Lauta Baba, he's got the notebook and he's noting down who did Prikrama, who didn't do Prikrama. So if you take the shortcut, your Prikrama doesn't count. So anyway, what happened was there was one friend of Krishna, and he was thinking, oh, I'm going to cook nice lunch for Nandalala today. So he started cooking. And all of a sudden he looked up and he saw this big chariot being driven by Uncle Akrur. And both Krishna and Balaram were sitting on that chariot. And he called out, he said, oh Lala, oh Kana, I'm making lunch for you. And Krishna spoke eternal words that we still hear today everywhere in India. Everywhere in Bharat, everybody's repeating. Yad yad acharati shreshtas. Whatever the great man does, the common man will follow. Krishna said, just now coming. Abhi aayenge. He said, all right, well, I won't eat anything till you come. I'm just now coming. If I don't come back tonight, surely tomorrow morning I'll come. Abhi aayenge. He said, all right, I won't eat anything. He goes, not that day, then certainly next day. All right, I won't eat anything till you come. If not that day, then surely the next day after that. So they're all following their leader in Bharat. They still say this, they go, they're going and they say coming. So return in Hindi means lautna. So he became known as Lauta Baba. He's sitting there, if you see his face, he's just waiting. So he became known as Lauta Baba. Kab Lauta Aega Lala. And he doesn't need anything. Sometimes Brishvasis, they put pera or some kela or something in his mouth, but he doesn't need any grain. And the Brishvasis, they have a funny little song, I can't remember right now, but the meaning is that Lauta Baba, he doesn't eat or drink, but somehow, because of Krishna Prem, he's becoming fat and fat. Another story they tell is that all the cowherd boys, they have a stick, right, cowherd stick, we call lati. But Lauta Baba, he's got a great big stick. You'll see beside the deity, this huge stick like this. It's so big we can't call it lati, we call lauta. So that's how he became known as Lauta Baba. And we've seen a picture when Krishna was lifting the Govardhan hill, all the cowherd boys and men put their latis, huh? And Lauta Baba also put his lota, huh? And Lauta Baba, he was thinking, everybody thinks that Nandalal is holding up the hill. Actually, it's my lota that's holding up the hill. But Krishna is in everybody's heart. He knows what you think. Huh? So he knew what Lauta Baba was thinking. So Krishna made the hill come down a little bit. Then Lauta was, whoa! Actually, Krishna's lifting up there, then Krishna lifts it back up again. So we can take inspiration from Lauta Baba, because in the 14th chapter of 10th canto, very special chapter, you will see the Goswamis cite so many verses from this chapter, Lord Brahma's prayers. So many verses they take from here. And there's one verse, Tate Nukampa Susamikshamana Bunjana Evatma Krite Vibhakam Ridvag Bhavavi Ridayam Namaste Jiveta Jo Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhak. Says if anybody goes on waiting to get Krishna's mercy, expecting Krishna's mercy at any moment, suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds, but Ridvag Bhavavir, with his body, mind, and words, always offering obeisances to the Lord. Jiveta, if he lives his life like that, Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhak. Now we know one daya means mercy. This daya means inheritance. Daya Bhak. He becomes the inheritor of what? Mukti Pade, the place where Mukti gets Mukti. That means the kingdom of God. That person who patiently goes on waiting for Krishna's mercy, offering obeisances with his body, mind, and words, suffering his past reactions, and just patiently waiting, he becomes the inheritor of the kingdom of God. And Sridhar Swami, he says in his Tika, in his commentary, he asks a rhetorical question. What does a son have to do to inherit the property of his father? Is to stay alive. If he stays alive, old man will die, everything will come to him automatically. So Sridhar Swami says, just somehow or other, by associating with the Vaishnavas, by the mercy of the spiritual master, by mercy of Srila Prabhupada, you stay in Krishna consciousness. No matter what the problems may be, you just remain in Krishna consciousness, you will inherit the kingdom of God. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.